Hello everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Prehistoric Kingdom. Today, I blow my Coliseum out of the water. I was really proud of that one, but no, it's not as good as this one. This is the Chrysler Building. I'm building the Chrysler Building in Prehistoric Kingdom because, as longtime viewers will know, that is my favorite building and it's the coolest one. Whenever I mention Art Deco, it's my go-to example, and I don't think anyone's done this yet. Or at least I haven't checked. I haven't seen it on the Discord. This is just a totally original build that is just ridiculous. It takes me so long to do this. It took 3 hours in the middle of the night just to do this, and I only did half of it. I did the top half. I didn't even try the bottom half. I had so many plans for doing this, like having the entrance be the Queens Road Bridge, or having a viewing area be like the MetLife building, but nope, just this alone takes 3 hours. It was so bad that I actually had to process the footage first, speed that up by 4, and then turn that into a video, because just dumping the whole thing into a video and then speeding it up by 10 was way too much for my video editor. But all in all, it turns out really well. It takes a lot of finagling, especially once I make the crown bit and I have to copy that and then rotate them into place. You'll see that I struggle with that a lot, and I actually just kind of stop recording because it takes so long. I didn't want to bore you with all the tiny little movements I had to make in order to get it to work. So I had to do times 10 because it was just so dang long, and even then, this is gonna be a long video, and I didn't want to leave you sitting here for 3 hours watching me finagle this thing. But yes, the Chrysler Building has been the coolest building, like, since the 1930s. So I wanted to bring it into Prehistoric Kingdom, just to show off what this modular system can do. Now, of course, this isn't a one-to-one recreation, okay? I did have to make some compromises. Like, again, the bottom half is not in this. I just did the top half because I didn't know how big the skybox was going to be and if it can hold it. And this was already very, very long in terms of being a build. Not too difficult, but it takes a long time. It's a lot of simple movements. It's like a math test that's 5 hours long, but it's just like 1,000, or I'd say like 5,000 simple addition problems. And then, of course, I did kind of think about having the exhibit be in the crown itself, but then I would have had to make like a stairway into the Chrysler Building, and then that goes all the way up to the top, and I really just didn't want to do that. So instead, I put a giant glass section in the middle of it, and then have the exhibit in the glass section. So you see, I'm putting in all the little windows now. It would be nice when Prehistoric Kingdom gets lights to redo this, because it looks really nice at nighttime. So if I could put lights in the windows and then set it to night, oh man, you guys, you don't understand. Seeing that in person is like really, really cool. But for now, we'll have to do with just daytime and making them black windows. Yeah, it still looks cool. I also had to compromise on the texture. I had to make the building itself like that stone texture, which it's the exact right color, but the Chrysler Building is brick. Maybe you can't tell if you're looking at it from like a few miles away, but close up you can definitely tell. But still, again, it works. It's the best that I could have done, because in order to get that brick texture, I might have had to like use wood, and that would have been way off in terms of color, and you know, just pure practicality. there are a lot of fine little movements you have to make, and it takes quite a while to get it exact. Like, this is Art Deco, so it's all about that geometry and symmetry and different shapes, so you really have to nail that if you want to get the feeling of it. Oh, and I didn't even mention the dinosaur that we're putting in this. We are putting in Styracosaurus. I think Styracosaurus is a good choice because it's very spiky, so it kind of fits this, well, like the pointiness of it. I like that very sharp geometry that it has. So it's a good choice, it matches it well. But you might see like a few T-Rexes on the bottom. I did that just to keep the money flow going. I just have those T-Rexes sitting there making me cash, while I spend it all on making a gigantic building. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I had pictures of the Chrysler Building while I was doing this. Of course, that's reference, because I really want to get it right. In a lot of video games that I've played, they really just half-booty the Chrysler Building. Like, the Spider-Man games in the 2000s, you know, based off the Raimi films, which, you know, I'm a huge fanboy of. But they usually have it as, like, green and just, like, these steps going up to the top. Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, Ultimate Spider-Man, they all do this. I think the Incredible Hulk game actually got it right. I can't remember, I haven't played that in forever. But most things with the Chrysler Building in it just do not care to get it correct. Or just don't include it at all. Spider-Man Miles Morales, I can't believe they didn't include it. But anyway, so I really want to get it right and not just make a lame interpretation of it. But oh my goodness, they didn't include it. I think they didn't get the rights to it, which really sucks. Like, and what also sucks is that they don't even try to like put something in its place or add anything nice. They just kind of put a blank building in there, and it's really boring. So it's just this hole in the sky where the Chrysler Building should be. I mean, it's in every other Spider-Man game. Were they just too lazy to get the rights for this one? I don't know. The same thing happened with the One World Trade Center in the first Spider-Man PS4 game. It was in the trailers, but didn't end up in the actual video game. Because I think there was some copyright dispute. They couldn't get it to work out or something. I don't know the details. But even in then, they at least tried to replace it with something that looked similar, had a similar feel and style, and filled that gap in the sky. But not in Miles Morales. That game had a lot of problems. But anyways, let's get back to Prehistoric Kingdom. So I know I already did the alpha build, I did a whole zoo and everything, but I was having so much fun with it, I didn't want to stop there. I did say that I would keep going if I had any ideas, and I had an idea.
Mr. Krabs, I have an idea!
It was a long as heck idea, but still an idea. I wanted to get it out there before anyone else tried it. I mean, imagine how upset I would have been if I saw someone like, hey, we just built the Chrysler Building in Prehistoric Kingdom. Because that's what happened with the Coliseum. For those of you who watched my previous series and remember, I was planning out the Coliseum. I had a big ring in my zoo where that Coliseum was supposed to be. I had it planned out. And then the day before I record building it, Peston Slot comes along and releases his Coliseum video. Oh my gosh, talk about poor timing. So this time I just have to do it before anyone else takes my idea. I still built the Coliseum, and it was better than his. He's a great YouTuber, but I knocked it out of the park, I might say. Yeah, I also wanted to claim this because I do have ideas for when Prehistoric Kingdom goes into early access and hopefully full release sometime in the near future. Hopefully I don't get hit by a bus by then. But, you know, I have ideas and I don't want to see them like get taken and then I try to do them and then it's like I copied them. No, I already have these ideas. Like, I have the idea of doing a dinosaur city like Manhattan, but it's overrun by dinosaurs and it's full of different exhibits. So this is kind of like a test run for that. So if anyone else comes along with the exact same thing, you can tell them that Red Raptor Writes already had the idea, and if you see that I do the videos and someone else already did it, it's not copying. I just had the idea first and they are stealing my idea, actually. Well, I guess I can be nicer and just say that great minds think alike. Okay, so this is also one of the compromises. I couldn't make a big enough point for the top of the Chrysler Building. So I do add more to this, but overall it still ends up as a small point compared to what it actually has. Yeah, because in Prehistoric Kingdom it gives you a limit on how much you can scale things, which, you know, it's understandable that they have textures. They'll look bad if they get scaled too much in one direction. But still, I would like if I can stretch these things a little bit more. Alright, so now we're actually done with the building itself and its structure. And now, this is where I'm working on the eagle. So it's pretty straightforward and didn't cause me too much trouble. But again, I was trying to stretch things further than they could be stretched, and it wasn't working out, so I kind of had to make do with what I had. So even though the alpha gives you a lot of freedom and creativity, there's still some limits, and they can be a little annoying, but overall, if you're good enough at the game, you can work through them. So it's simple, straightforward, doesn't cause many problems. You just see the people are packed. They really want to see those T-Rexes in the background. And I just gave them a tiny enclosure with a small fence, so if they really wanted to, if they were hungry, they could just lean over and grab a snack on the other side. But, okay, now we're just putting the eagles on. They're a very iconic part of the building, and of course I didn't want to leave them out. There is another row of eagles towards the bottom, but again, I'm only doing the top half, and that already took me 3 hours. So no, I'm not doing the bottom half. Again, I would have loved to do more with this, but already just the top half of the Chrysler Building took me 3 hours, and so I really didn't want to spend 10 hours like working on the Queensboro Bridge, the rest of the Chrysler Building, the MetLife Building. Plus, I don't really want to work too hard into the modular pieces because I don't know if our saves can be transferred over into beta or if they're going to get deleted once alpha's over. So I don't want to spend all that time just to have my hopes and dreams erased. Dang, it's already looking really good, but by the end, once I'm done putting in all the details, it looks great. Yeah, I wish I could linger on it a bit longer. You're just seeing this in 10 times the speed, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. Now this is the point where I start working on the actual exhibit. All that time, and I didn't even touch the exhibit yet. Yeah, so it's pretty basic. I use all the modular pieces because in this you can't really raise the ground that much. Actually, maybe you can. I didn't try it out. Maybe I should have tried that first, but I decided to just go with modular pieces and then stick a bunch of trees and rocks and plants onto them. And it comes out looking pretty nice. It's not my best work, the exhibit itself, but it's still decent. I'm happy with it. Yeah, I just have to make sure I cover it in as much foliage and rock as I can just to bring it to life. Because I'm starting with a completely blank slate. I'm not using any textures or, grasses or brushes. I can't use the brush because you can't brush a modular piece. So I have to just come in and attack everything with the modular pieces. Yeah, and this is the point where I realized that they were dirt pieces too. One of the T-Rex broke out. So I just start spamming that, and I kind of have to spam enough where it doesn't look like I just put rectangles in the exhibit. And this is another small problem I had with the alpha, where it saves how you stretched a previous modular piece. So it'll keep other modular pieces in the same stretching formation. I don't know how to further explain that. It's stretched the same way as what you previously used, so then you have to like re-unstretch them. So it would be nice if Prehistoric Kingdom put in that it resets when you pick a new modular piece or when you exit the modular mode. But yeah, so that got me with the flowers. I was placing down flowers that were like super flat, and I was just confused, like, why are all these plants really flat on the ground? But no, it was just that. Okay, so that is the Chrysler Building done. And we are back in the Prehistoric Kingdom Chrysler Building build. And dang, I gotta say, I know I toot my own horn a lot, but that looks really good. Oh my gosh. We did it, guys. Oof. A few compromises, but still really, really good. Let's get into photo mode. Let's see what can we do here. Time of day. Oof. In the evening? We can only get it at 2 p.m. Come on, guys. Ooh, get that light reflecting off of it. Oh gosh. Okay, we gotta take that screenshot right there. Oh goodness. Field of view. What can we do here? No. Alright. Taking that. Okay, that is cool. That's a nice building. Oh man. Gosh, I can't wait till they add nighttime and lights and we can throw that in here. And then make it look extremely cool. Oh, that's a good shot too. But, okay. Now what you're really here for. This is Prehistoric Kingdom after all. Let's get the animals in. For Styracosaurus. Oh, whoops, I forgot. If you leave the game, it aborts all the animals you have ready to be hatched. Just like my wife. Okay, one of you and one of you. Thankfully, it wasn't too complicated. It was very easy to remember what I had. But now we have to wait for them. Great. Yeah, so we just have 2 T-Rexes in here, chilling. They're just vibing, making me money. They made me like over $30 million already, just 2 T-Rexes. And they're actually moving, which is nice, because in my last build, all the dinosaurs stopped moving for no apparent reason. But again, this is an alpha. I'll accept it. Yeah, so this, it's not my best, but I like it. I think I added enough to make it look decent, realistic at least. I went for a more redwoods kind of thing, but threw in some colorful plants and some ferns and stuff just to make it look Cretaceous. Alright, I think we hit a snag. Oh no. Alright. Can I move them? No. Oh no. Okay. This has gone horribly wrong. Horribly wrong. Alright, so today we're gonna have some free moving Styracosaurus and we're gonna improvise. Where is it? Animals? No. Enclosures. Really? You two? I was gonna say improvise, adapt, overcome, but there's no overcoming this. Oh, great. No, you have to put all the dinosaurs on the ground? Are you kidding me? What? But there's a beautiful habitat waiting for you up there. Guys, no. No. Okay, plan B. It's going horribly wrong. Intensity. Let's put that in the middle. Oh gosh, this is a really bad idea. Okay. Now flatten that. Okay, I could have done it this way, or somewhat like this. Alright. New plan. It's not going horribly wrong, guys. We fixed it. We saved it in the end. Yes. We're getting them in there. And there's no harm putting any of the dinosaurs outside of their enclosure. They don't attack the guests. They don't attack each other. They don't rampage. They just chill. None of that's been programmed in yet. At least not for the alpha. Improvise. Adapt. Overcome. Yes. Now, if we go like this. Ha. There it is. Took a little more finagling, but they're in. I have no idea how the guests are gonna view them. They're not really supposed to. This is like a secret enclosure. It's the secret Styracosaurus tunnel. Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel! Oh, they're all chilling, having a nice time. It's nice to see Styracosaurus that actually move. I think these are my favorite dinosaurs in the game right now. I like T-Rex, and I also love the Modular regalis, but there's something about them. They're so interesting and detailed. Oh, okay, he just impaled his friend. Sorry, I just like looking at the dinosaurs. And now that is the Chrysler Building exhibit finished. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, to please leave a like, subscribe, and check out my social media. See you next time.